Let's get this one on the road, Brock. It is 1st and 10. McCarthy starting off with a throw. Right side, this is into the hands of Felton. And he'll work this one up to the 28. The rangy Kyle Hamilton getting there for the stop.
It's not just imperative that a quarterback knows man or zone. Same thing for a receiver, especially on a drag route. When he sees zone coverage like that, just settle down, find the soft spot, and give your quarterback a chance.
And he's taken down after a very productive effort there, Brock, up to the 40-yard line. Moving quickly, trying to get set again.
First down.
Going to the ground again on first. And he'll come up with a gain of 3 on the run up the middle. Moving quickly, trying to get set.
A gain of 4. It's now
on play action now, McCarthy. Taken in by Felton, left side. And they do get him down, but the damage is done. This gets down inside the 35-yard line. A big play, 23 yards to move those chains. First down now, ball at the 33.
First and 10 at the 33-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Connects with his back, Aaron Jones. And they shove him out. Looks like he got about 6 before they did so. It's 2nd down.
Out of bounds at the 27-yard line. It's a pickup of 6. Brings up 2nd and 4.
Straight ahead, here's Mason. We're working a couple of yards past the line. Roquan Smith, again an All-Pro last season, there for the tackle.
A 2-yard pickup. Brings up 3rd and
Turn to Mason on 3rd down. And he's brought down, but there's some laundry on the field. Pretty easy call to make. He lined up offsides, and now he gets a talking to from his coach. Got him to jump, and it gets him a 1st down. From the red zone now. Caught just shy of the goal line. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings finish up an excellent opening series. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. Quite the drive they put together to begin this game. What stood out to us, how quickly they were operating. They got a lot of plays in a small amount of time on the way to that touchdown.
What do you mean? We feel that tempo in the booth?
Yep, certainly do.
Kept those guys guessing defensively and on their toes, not quite sure what was coming next. And it'll be that same strategy they employ. I'm going to guess so, until that defense proves they can stop it.
Set to kick this away. Rasheen Ali on the return. And this drive will start inside the 25.
their own 24-yard line.
First call here coming from the shotgun. Jackson looking to throw right away. His first throw is an interception. Shoves one away. And the Vikings will be down inside the opposing 35 as they take over after that interception. What a call for their first pass of the game. It would have been a big hitter if they completed it, Brock, but just not the right touch on that football, and it ends with an interception.
You could just tell these cover guys, they've been waiting for their first chance to go get some work done in this one. They did their homework, number one. And number two, Kate, as Russell Wilson loves to say, separation was in the preparation.
Free on the tackle. No gain on the play.
Second down carry for Jones. And they're going to give him the 24-yard line. He stopped a step short of that first down marker.
Well, that doesn't net a first down. You get yards like that in the run game, you will take it in the NFL.
Third down, 1 yard to go.
Here we go, set. Cougar 19.
Looking to throw on 3rd and 1. That one's caught by Jefferson. And they get this down to the 10-yard line before going down. That one goes for 15, and now they're going to have first and goal.
Good offenses. Okay, good play callers know how to utilize their personnel. They know where they wanted him. They wanted him in a route in space where he could make that initial play comfortably, but then go to work after.
Here's McCarthy, first and 10. And that's a Minnesota touchdown. The Vikings grow their lead to 14-0. It's a Justin Jefferson touchdown. His second scoring catch of the game. Kevin O'Connell with the call. They're trying for two.
The Vikings will line up for the two-point conversion.
McCarthy's going to look to throw this. A lot of guys there, and it's intercepted. Picked off by Malachi Starks.
That keeps the score of Vikings 14. Ravens nothing.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just inside the 25. Offense into the shotgun set as they line this up. First and 10. Not deterred by that pick. He's throwing again. He'll set up the screen for Henry. And they'll get him down right along the line. So no gain is how we'll end the opening quarter.
Brings up second and 9 at the 23-yard line.
Back at beginning of the second quarter, Ravens in possession. They're looking down to second and 9. Fighting for all he can, partner, but this play is not going to get past the line. It's going to be third down. Third and long for him here. Setting up the screen. And he's going to be out of bounds just before reaching the 30.
It's plays like that, Kate, right wrong. When I sit and judge a defense, I judge the awareness. I judge how well that coordinator's got him equipped to see what's going on the field, and not just see it, but attack it. And they devoured that screen game on third down.
The only move this offense is making is toward the line, Brock. They're going for it, fourth and 3. And he will have this across that 40-yard line before they manage to stop him. Wow, what a call. They wind up with 12 on fourth down. They pull off the conversion.
First down. First and 10 at the 42-yard line.
First down. Here's Lamar. Pass into the hands of Mark Andrews. And he has it up towards midfield before he's taken down at the 47. Halfway to the marker. It's second and 5.
47-yard line.
Lamar now from the gun. This is Cox going right back to Andrews. And he's going to be drugged down, looks like at that 37-yard line.
It's a gain of 16.
It's 16 yards on that play. And that's good for a Ravens first down.
First and 10 at the 37-yard line.
We've set it down from 37. First down throw for Jackson. Has him on the quick hitter. And he pushes this down to the 22-yard line. The end result there, 15 yards and a first.
Another Baltimore first down. First and 10 at the 22-yard line.
The design run, Jackson keeping it. And they're going to stop him after he wiggles his way forward for 2.
It may not show up as much on the old stat sheet, just a short little QB run, but what that does, Kate, is so important. Keeps that defense honest, and in particular, those defensive linemen, those cleats in the ground, they're not just coming after you in the pocket. Now they've got to...
And he's going to score a touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens make it a one-score game before halftime. They were throwing for it there, and they didn't care who knew about it, Bronk. And it turns out, hey, nothing was going to stop them either.
Yeah, there's something about an empty formation. You are declaring to a defense, other than QB draw, this ball is going to be in the air. But at the same time, you also force the defense's hand. There's only so many coverages they can play, and they just exposed them.
On the return, here's Price. And that's going to set them up just beyond their own 20.
21-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go. 60 Bisons.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Short pass brought in. Space past the 35. And he's out of bounds. Defenders get there to drive him out right near that 40-yard line.
It's a gain
An excellent gain, 20 yards there, and that's going to move the sticks.
You know, they really love that drag route because he's one of those guys they can count on not only to make the catch, but create after the catch. If they don't close on him quickly, he can add a lot of yards before someone tracks him down.
1st and 10, it's McCarthy. This is Jefferson, and he's got it. And this great effort winds up getting them well into enemy territory before he's brought down. The Vikings call a timeout. It'll be their first. They'll have 2 left to work with before halftime.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
New set of downs from the 37. First and 10, here's McCarthy. And his perfect start is over. And that's the first one of his throws to wind up incomplete. Ball stays at that 37. Here's 2nd and 10. Another throw here for McCarthy. That's low and bounces short of his man.
You really want those throws to be like clockwork for your offense. Every team needs to hit passes in that short to intermediate range to effectively move the ball.
3rd down, here's Jones. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
That's another Vikings
First down, and they go right back to it. He swarms in the middle. This gets maybe a yard. Stopped by one of the league's best tacklers, Roquan Smith.
2 yards on the pickup.
Minnesota spends its second time out here. Need a better result than that last run. It's 2nd and 8. Operating from the gun, it's McCarthy. Into traffic, complete. And he's going to be taken down near the 8-yard line. Now a timeout taken by the offense, and we're going to see if they try for 2 plays here or just try the field goal right now. And that right there is about the best you could hope for against double coverage. Good chunky yards, and more importantly, Brock, you don't get burned taking a risk.
Yeah, it's really the defense that gets burned, and that is just demoralizing. You got double coverage, you got what you want, and 2 guys can't stop one.
Working inside the red zone. And this finds him in the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings will add to their lead at the end of the half. Manage that clock beautifully. Down to the final moments, Brock, and they get the score just before halftime.
That doesn't change the theme of the halftime speech, but I guarantee you it adds some enthusiasm to the tone. That was awesome.
Kevin O'Connell with the call. They're trying for 2.
The Vikings will line up for the...
All right, they're going to throw for it. And they can't connect, so nearly 8 points to end the first half, but they'll only take an extra 6 into that locker room.
Will Riker the kickoff for the Vikings.
Time left for maybe a return plus a play here as they send this away. Ali to return it. He's hauled down on what is the final play of our first half. That's halftime of this contest. We'll join both teams in taking a short break. More of the NFL on EA Sports in just a moment.
Will Reichard to kick off.
Here's Reichard set to kick this away. And we'll have to wait at least a few moments longer for an exciting start to this second half. We've got a touchback. Great spot to start a drive in here. Ravens headed up 1st and 10. Shotgun snap to Jackson. Made the throw as he was getting hit, Brock, and it's incomplete.
I'm not going to be surprised at all, Kate, if we see more of this. Just trying to find some answer, extend plays, be creative, try different things, because nothing really consistently has gone well for him today.
Out of the gun, here's Jackson. And there's a man there, it's intercepted. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings will take over along the midfield stripe after the interception and return.
Well, obviously not the cleanest game without 2 interceptions, but here's the key. This is where mental toughness for a quarterback becomes so critical. And frankly, why some of the best QBs playing today have baseball in their background, because you flush your mistakes. Okay, you strike out, you throw an interception, but you got to go get it in that next series. Got to put these interceptions behind and press forward ahead.
They get it right back. That's intercepted. Roquan Smith with the pick. And the Ravens are tackled on the return right along their own 40-yard line. The Ravens in a very good field position as they come up 1st and 10. Back to work after throwing the pick. Big strike to Wester. And they will stop him as he gets this down to their 39-yard line. That chunk worth a nice 21 yards. And that's going to be a Baltimore first. So a fresh set of downs now from the 39. On 1st down, Jackson forced out to his right. Oh, look at this. Here he goes. He does it. Touchdown, Baltimore. The Ravens pick it off and get points on the ensuing drive. It's a Lamar Jackson touchdown. Here's Luke for the point after. Extra point set right down the middle. And the Ravens get it back to within 6. So here's the kickoff, Brock. Just 6 points now separating our teams. On the return, here's Price. He's brought down at what looks like the 24-yard line.
At their own 24-yard line.
Vikings to the line now. Here's 1st and 10. Shaking off the pick quickly. Who's going to throw? He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete.
Once that quarterback broke the pocket, kind of turns into like a zone read option a little bit. Kate, you got a couple choices. Keep it yourself or try to force the throw. There was nowhere to go. He really should have used his legs.
It's a great extra effort to keep that run going for a nice gain. Offense in the hurry up here.
That's a gain of 7.
Running once more with Mason. And that short gain is enough for a new set of downs.
Okay, you know me, I can't resist. I thought we might have needed the old Gene Steratore index card down there. Make it a really close measurement to see if he got the first down or not. But in the end, well, the right call was made. He got just enough to move the chains.
Throwing on first, it's McCarthy. He's got a man left. And they get him out just before he can move those chains, partner. It's a gain of 9 on 1st down.
That's what you call efficiency. Exactly what you're looking for on 1st down. Textbook. It sets up 2nd and very manageable, and it creates that space if you want to take a shot downfield.
That one is incomplete. Couldn't hang on through the contact. Well, even with the pick on that last drive, partner, he is showing no hesitation whatsoever.
Well, in order to play this game, Kate, at this level, you've got to be aggressive. You can't let a previous mistake really affect your next decision. I say this as well. In the NFL, you throw into coverage too many times, there'll be more interceptions.
And the Vikings, 1st down.
1st and 10. Here's Jones. And they drop him with a big hit, but that's going to sting worse for the defense. A big gain, and the chain's moving too.
That's another Vikings.
Play action, McCarthy. Falls to the ground out left, incomplete.
Those passes get more and more difficult as you try to get aggressive downfield. I love the call. I love pushing the ball down the field. But the windows in the throwing lanes aren't there long, and it only takes a little bit for a throw to be off.
Chased out to his right. He can run it. Again, he's got room. And he's taken out of bounds as he gets it down near the red zone. That'll go for an 18-yard gain. And that means a fresh set of downs for Minnesota.
First and 10 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, McCarthy. Defender arrives right as the ball does, and the hit knocks it free. Incomplete. Well, he already has himself one interception in this game, partner, and throws like that are going to find him another if he isn't careful.
Yep, those are the throws you want to intersperse and sprinkle into your passing game. Because if they become the norm and you're constantly thrown into coverage, that's when one pick becomes two becomes three, and on and on.
A gain of 9 brings up third and
Free play here. Let's see what he does. And they get there and drop him, but a flag joined him on the ground. If somebody was offsides, this is going to be a first down. So now, following the penalty, it's first and goal. They'll run here following the penalty. And he'll bring it to the end zone. Touchdown, Minnesota. The Vikings lengthen the lead at the end of the third. It's an Aaron Jones touchdown. They kept it on the ground as opposed to airing it out. And that time, well, Brock, the ground game paid off.
Well, these great rushing attacks down here that could score rushing touchdowns, it takes the whole party getting involved. Yeah, the burst of the running back was tremendous. How about the launch of his blockers right off the line of scrimmage? That's a touchdown the entire way, and it took the entire group offensively.
Here's Reichert set to kick this away. Ali to return it. And he's brought down just beyond that 25-yard line.
The Ravens take over first and 10.
All right, working from the gun to start. First and 10. From the gun, Jackson. He had it for a moment, but a great defensive play to jar it loose. Incomplete. They haven't found it easy to score in this one, Brock, and physicality just like that, a big reason why.
And it usually is, Kate. I love defensive coordinators when they say, hey, it's not just what you see, it's what you hear. And you could hear the physicality of that knocking the ball loose.
And they're going to bring him down just a moment before he's able to break it across midfield. It's a gain of 21 yards to pick up that first down. Just one quarter remaining in this one. It's the Ravens' ball. They come in trailing, but that lead is within reach. Here's first and 10 from the 47. Now here's Lamar. The Vikings bring pressure, and they got him. It's a sack on first down. We'll see if it changes the play they go with now on second. Throwing from the gun. Oh, no, they get him yet again. Harrison Smith with the INT. And the Vikings get it back as he intercepts him for the second time this game.
Well, I'll admit, man, I got to admire the guts, the willingness to continue to challenge the coverage, even with 2 interceptions already. But there's his third strike. And no, it's not baseball, but he definitely has to be smarter with what he's doing with the football.
Markers are reset. Here we go. Ball at the 44. Now a give up the middle to Jones. Can't slip that initial tackle. Stops made for no gain on that first down play.
You know, Kate, over the years, I've heard running backs say there's just sometimes you got to run into darkness. Just go where there is no lane and hope that something opens along the way. That linebacker said, not this time.
Buying some time right. Now he takes it, and he's going to get it out past the 40 before he goes out.
Well, you don't get the first down, but I'll tell you this, Kate, that drives a defense and a defensive coordinator nuts. They do everything right, they win, and yet still QB makes something out of nothing.
And he'll pick up enough to move the chains. Double coverage deal breaker for a lot of QBs, Brock, but less so when it's a target you trust.
You know, it's interesting, Kate, even 20-something years ago, watching Marvin Harrison and Peyton Manning work, every defense would go into every game trying to double cover him, but yet those two, well, like we just saw right there, just got it done regardless.
Give him a few yards on that run. It's 2nd and 7.
Hey, not a bad play by any means, but there's room for more, and they know it.
It's the 2-minute warning here in Minneapolis. Vikings nearing a win here with a 14-point lead. Second down now, they need 7. Straight ahead they go with Jones. And a massive hit at the end of that play. Oh, baby, but he hangs on through it. Still able to get that first down.
That's the type of call that offensively, man, it just builds so much confidence. I don't even think they were looking to get the first down. Just get to a manageable third down, but instead they move the chains, and that is one disheartening look on that defense.
He intercepts it. That is exactly what they needed. Kyle Hamilton with the pick. He's at the 30. Gets the 10. And they get a touchdown. Defense scores and gives them some small hope here.
Touchdown.
Gosh, I love that play on so many levels, Kate. Making the interception, already a terrific effort by everybody involved. But to put the cherry on top, to take it all the way back to the house, it required extra effort from everybody, and they get the job done.
Will line up for the 2-point conversion.
He'll look to throw it. Complete at the 2. And he reaches the end zone, so the 2-point conversion will cut the lead down to 6.
22.
A quick chance at redemption after that pick 6 as it's sent away. On the return, here's Price. And in the end, he's able to get it to what used to be a touchback. It's at the 25-yard line.
At their own 25-yard line.
Minnesota into formation. It's 1st and 10.
Let's go.
Trying again after the pick. McCarthy on the move, headed right. He's keeping it. And he's going to be pushed down up near that 40-yard line. That's going to go as a gain of 13 yards. And the Vikings are going to have a first down. New set of downs for them. They'll start at the 38.
1st and 10 at the 38-yard line.
On first down, it's Mason. And they get him for a loss. That's a big one, Brock, and might see them burn a timeout.
I know from the position of the quarterback, Kate, sometimes you hand that ball, you put it in the belly of the running back, and you send him right into the teeth of a buzzsaw. You can feel it from the jump, and that call from the defense, well, it came at the perfect time.
This is Mason on second down. And he finds just enough daylight for a 5-yard gain. It's third down. Now the Ravens are going to use the first of their timeouts.
It's a gain of 6.
And they still have 2 available for them as we approach the end of this game. Looking to throw. Completed over the middle. And this is going to be short. Quick stop by the defense to bring up 4th down. Now we're going to have a timeout taken by Baltimore. It's 2nd. And they'll have just 1 left to burn now.
Those kind of completions are so frustrating, Kate. It's like a putt. You got it on line, you feel good about it's going in the hole, but you never want to leave it short.
Look at them. They don't want to surrender the lead or possession. The offense staying out there on 4. Back to throw. That one's caught by Jefferson. And he's brought down after pushing to that 35-yard line. How about 19 yards on 4th down, partner? And the call to go for it pays off.
First down.
All set to go now from the 35.
1st and 10 at the 35-yard line.
Here we go.
Going with Jones on the ground. And he is stopped with authority there, but that stop came later than they'd like as he gets a good bit and that first down.
Another Vikings first down. 1st and 10 at the 23-yard line.
Staying on the ground here with Jones. And he's going to be dropped with a big hit at the end of that. But the effort still sets him up with a 1st and goal.
14 more yards. That's another Vikings first down.
Oh, Brock, look at this. He's setting up to throw it. And this is into the end zone, but incomplete. It was a win no matter what. They decided, hey, let's try for another touchdown, the knee it out. Either way, this one's over. So they are indeed kings in the north as the Vikings winning at home. This is the type of game everyone was hoping they'd see when they entered this stadium, Brock, you and I included. A close one that went all the way